Hello, welcome to next Ale Degustation. This time I have another comparison of Hatherwood's beer company Amber Ale No.3 from Lidl's. I've done it already a long time ago, and it was a transition between Marston's old version of this beer to New Shepherd's version of the same beer, right? And this time the Shepherd's Neame beer, it's old, and Marston's beer is new. But this time I think it will be more differences, because by that time everything was almost the same, ABV the same story on the label, appearance was the same. It was just a slight difference in the taste. So let's see how this will be, because we have different brewer this time from Marston's. This time is Patrick McGinty, and here in the Shepherd's Neame we have Richard Frost. This beer has 4.3% ABV, this one 5. So it is a huge difference. And of course this one is canned and this one bottled. What else? So let's see if the story on the back is different. This Amber Ale is a dry hopped craft brewed blend with bite, lashing of big flavour American hops add sharpness and venom to dark coffee and toffee undertones. Of course there's no ingredients, just barley, pickles. And here, this Amber Ale is a full flavoured and rich combination of malts give it a smooth toffee flavor with an edge of sweetness balanced out into a dry finish with fruity aromas. So it's a different story, different approach to the beer. Well, let's see. Added malts for extra toffee flavors. I'm interested. Okay, let's start from the old one. Cup, typical for this series of beers. Everyone had a number and dedicated a cup. So this one is number 3. Nice hoppiness. Maybe not huge, but quite nice. Okay, amber color, clear. Small head, a little bit of color. Nice fruitiness. Some burnt crust notes. Definitely dry fruits. A little bit of slightly burnt caramel. Well, quite nice. First impression was the little bit of American hops, but it's more fruity and caramelly now. Some pininess, but not so much. So yeah, just like very typical British type of IPA. It's amber ale. But anyway, there's not so much hoppiness in it. There's lots of fruitiness, lots of caramel, some melanoidic accents, this kind of things, and maybe a little bit of pininess, tiny little bit. Okay, quite nice. Let's pull out the newer version. also is fruity. Right. Let's pour out the same amount and compare. Well, definitely head is bigger. Color, almost the same, I would say. Yeah. Clear, the same. Like I said, head a little bit bigger. So more. It's almost the same, right? It's almost the same, but there's a little bit of acetone somewhere there. I think it's more fruity, more like, I don't know. Maybe it's not juiciness, but it's more lively in aroma, of course. Yeah, more fruity, definitely. You have a slight sourness from fruits, really. Yeah, quite nice. This one is more settled. Yes, there's more burnt caramel here. This one is more fruity. Yeah, both quite nice, but very similar. But you know what? There's not so much hoppiness here. Just fruitiness, caramel, melanoiding accents, and that's it. Yeah, okay. So, taste. Old one. Quite dry. Medium body. Quite nice bitterness. Lots of burnt crust notes. Some, how to say, earthy notes here, actually. You know what? With every sip, the body seems to disappear, and it's now the medium going to light even. Some sweetness, but not so much. It's rather dry. Fruitiness, but bitterness is quite high, actually, quite high. And now it's more herbal. So it is a transition from earthy to herbal notes. But it's quite strong bitterness. And on top of this, it is a level of fruitiness, quite drinkable, well, quite pleasant beer. Quite pleasant, but quite gassy as well. Right, the new version. Carbonation is a little bit higher. Definitely drier, and bitterness it's not so high. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just creeping up. Let's see. Yeah, definitely it's more fruity. Like it is more life in this beer, really. But you can't really taste the difference in alcohol. Like I said, it is a tiny acetonic whiff here. It's more settled, more balanced, a little bit richer, but it is not a big difference in a texture of the beer. Yeah, this one also seems to be quite light and drinkable, very refreshing. But I think there's no such a feeling that it just and dilutes a little bit with every sip, like this one. Yes, on the end you have like a feeling of emptiness, just slightly, but here it's more, yeah, more balanced, more life in this beer. But also it's quite light. The differences are very small. But overall, I think this one it's a little bit better. Well, you know what? It is a case of this who would prefer what. But this one is more like fruity, more happy beer. But there's not so much hoppiness here. Maybe in bitterness, yes. Bitterness is quite nice in both beers. But this one I think it's more balanced, and you can't really taste such a difference between beer itself and bitterness. So this one is a little bit, you know, smoother, but also juicier and fruitier, right? Yeah, difference is not very big, but it is you know, Lidl's beer, so you have to put a price in a tap. Well, you have to buy a 4-pack, right? But if you would take a look on the price for a liter of beer, this one goes cheaper and has more alcohol. Is it a better deal? Well, it depends what you like. You have to try both and decide which actually you prefer. So yeah, it is a very similar beer, but here's a little bit more alcohol, so you get a little bit more for your money. Well, both are good. You have to try them both. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed those beers. Please like it, please subscribe my channel, and when you've done it already, hit the notification button in the shape of the bell. It will remind you about every new video on the channel, so you'll be up to date and you will not miss any new degustations. Cheers!